Google it first. Okay, that's your answer for me. Relation to another word. It is a position of the noun in the sentence. All right, for those who Googled it, I am sure you'll get the correct answer. But let me define prepositions for you. What are prepositions? So prepositions are good. Relating words linking nouns to other parts of the statement. So most of the answers on Facebook are all about linking words that link the noun. Okay, you got the correct answer. Words before the noun. Yep, these are prepositions. We have to use prepositions so that we can link the noun to the other parts of the sentence. So we relate those words. And we have three categories that we're going to touch on tonight. That's direction, prepositions of direction. Second, we have prepositions of time. And third, we have prepositions of spatial relationship. Okay. And Cassie's giving me an answer that a preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun, a pronoun, or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, spatial relationships, or to introduce an object. Correct. You are correct. Very appreciated very much. Okay? So these are the prepositions that we will focus on for tonight. We have onto, into, toward. We have within, by, during, and from. And lastly, we have across, among. What's next? Through and within. So just a few, but it's a handful. So let's get it on. All right. Here we go. Prepositions of direction. Or we say direction for some. So when we say direction, it should show us where or in which direction something moves. All right? It goes through that direction. The movement goes towards that direction. So for our example, we have the cat jumped onto the roof. The cat jumped onto the roof. So we say onto because the roof is flat, it's a surface, and therefore we have to say on, but the direction of the cat is going towards the roof. That's why we're using onto. You got it? Yep. And second example we have is he was walking toward his office. He was walking toward his office. So the direction is, if you see him walking, he's going to the direction where the office is located. So that's why we're using toward his office. Got that? And last example for preposition of direction, using into, she is walking into the house. She is walking into the house. Again, the woman is going inside the house. So we say into because the woman is going to that direction. If you understand all about these three prepositions on direction, kindly show me a thumbs up or hearts on Facebook and on Zoom. Yep. Show some love on a Monday night. I hope this is understood. Let me know if you have questions. Just type it in. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of likes and hearts. So in other words, it's clear and you understand what I just said. Okay, and let me give you some examples where we can use and when the prepositions of directions are being used. So for our examples, we have into. We can use into the house, into the water, into the fire, into the microphone, into the sun, because the direction is towards the house, the water, the fire, but I hope not that you get yourselves burned, okay, into the fire, into the microphone. If you speak through the microphone, then you say into the microphone, into the sun. But we're not really going to the sun, right? But towards the direction of the sun. You got it? Let's not be literal about these things, because if it's fire and sun, of course, we might barbecue ourselves. Okay. Right. You are correct, Jay, with your definition there of preposition of direction. Thank you very much. Onto, so we have the following examples. Onto the roof, because you're going towards the roof, and the roof is a surface, that's why it's onto. Onto the floor, because the floor is also a flat surface, so you can put all of your clothes onto the floor. Onto the main road, whatever street that is or road that is, if you go towards that main road, you say onto the main road. And onto your hard disk, because the hard disk in your computer has a flat surface inside wherein your information is being recorded. So it's onto your hard disk. The disk itself is the surface. Got that? Thank you for those who are giving me likes and hearts for this session. And about toward. Okay, toward can also be towards with an S. Okay? So we say toward the door, towards the goal, towards the window, towards the shore. So what's the difference? Actually, there is no difference. The only difference is, okay, the spelling. It has an S. Right? Toward versus towards. It has an S. Well, if it has no S, this is commonly used in the U.S. and Canada. But if it has an S, it's used in the United Kingdom and Australia. But both words, both toward or towards, mean in the direction of. It has the same meaning. I hope this is understood. Okay, there's a question on Facebook from Nico. What is the difference between onto and into? Okay, into is going inside, going to the direction inside, and onto is going to the direction on a flat surface. Did I answer your question, Nico? Can I see a heart from Nico, please? And for all the other attendees of the session, I hope that is clear enough for everyone. So if this is clear, we can now move on to our next preposition. This is quite fast. But mind you, we have lots of drills for later. Okay, good evening coming from TT Edsa Greenfield. Hello, Renz. And Jenny showing me a lot of hearts there. When to use into, going inside, into the house, into the water, see more. Okay, thanks, Jay, for supplying all of the answers. Good evening, Ricardo Sugay. A little bit late, but we still have a lot to discuss. All right. So if everything is understood about prepositions of direction, let's move on to prepositions of time. Prepositions of time. This is very common because for those who have already attended the lessons a few seasons ago, all right, we discussed prepositions of time specifically in, on, and at. But aside from in, on, and at, there are other prepositions that would also refer to time. Watching from GK Top Performance COTW Village. Hello, Maria Katrina. Thank you for joining us. Okay, about prepositions of time. It shows the relationship of time between nouns to the other parts of the sentence. So we are going to focus on the following prepositions only. From, within, by, and during. Alright, it's during, not conjuring, okay? Because it has the same, almost the same pronunciation. The last two syllables. Thank you very much, Isai. And, okay, for our examples on the following prepositions that we are showcasing tonight, I worked there from 2005 to 2020. They don't talk during dinner. I will complete the assignment by Sunday. You should receive a reply within 7 days. So let's try to notice the following sentences. When you say, I worked there from 2005 to 2020, there is a range. Okay, there is a coverage, 2005 to 2020. That's the time. That's when we use from. Then when do we use during? If it's happening within a particular event. Dinner is an event, so they don't talk during dinner. And I will complete the assignment by Sunday. That's the deadline, Sunday. So you say by Sunday. You can say another day, maybe a by Tuesday. Right? And lastly, you should receive a reply within 7 days. So it's running from day 1 to day 7, within 7 days. So it tells you of the time, very particular, from, during, by, and within. I hope this is sinking, but not just like a boat that is sinking. It's sinking, and that you are able to digest what we are discussing for tonight on prepositions of time. We are at 137 audience viewers from Facebook and a lot on Zoom. Thank you very much. Okay, for our examples, we can use the following prepositions of time, just like in our examples here, from 2010 to 2017, from Saturday to Thursday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So again, if you use preposition of time from, there should be a coverage. There should be a range. Thank you very much, Johnny. Yes, Marissa. Catch up. Okay, and by, we use by if that's the deadline. That's your goal. That's when you want to finish it. So by 2025. Wow, how many years from now is 2025? 5 years? Is my math correct? Kindly correct me if I'm wrong. By Saturday. It's just a Monday, but we're thinking about by Saturday and by 10 a.m. All right? So see the difference between from and by. From has a range and by has a deadline. Yes, coming in on Zoom. Yep. Okay, someone doodled on my page. Is it I who doodled on my page? Okay. Thank you. All right. You lost me. All good. And hearts from May Ann Abelia. Thank you very much. All right. And, okay, there's a question. What's the difference between by and on? By is a preposition of time that we use to refer to a specific deadline. And on is a preposition that we can use as a preposition of time, place, and location. Is it time? Direction. So on is when you refer it, anything that you would like to place on a particular surface. That's when you use on. Have I answered your question, Vera Ramas? Good evening, everyone. You're just in time, Louis. Okay, so these are just a few. And then, let's move on to the other two prepositions of time, which are, hold on, there you go, during and within. During and within. You're welcome. You're very much welcome, Vera. So our example is during the film. So it's ongoing. It's happening. So when you say during the film, during dinner, during office hours, it's happening within that time. Okay? And within, you are using this, let's say within 7 days, it's within from day 1 to day 7. So it should happen between those days. Within minutes, within the year, just like 2021. So the vaccines will be available within the year. Well, keeping our fingers crossed that the vaccines will arrive on time in 2021, right? Agree with me? If you agree with me, show me some likes and hearts on Facebook and on Zoom. Thank you very much. I hope you're learning this lesson for tonight on Prepositions 2.0. We have 119 on Facebook. Come on, guys. Continue to listen and watch. Even though this is just a refresher for you, it might be very useful for everyone. Okay. All right, now moving on to Lesson 4, Prepositions of Spatial Relationship. Expect that there's going to be a drill and practice later, so stick around. Yep. Thank you. Oh, from TP Davao. Good morning. Good evening. Sorry about that. All right. Thanks, Kate Reyes. For spatial relationship, it shows where the subject of the sentence is or where the action is taking place. So we're going to focus on 4 prepositions of spatial relationship. Okay, these are not limited to these 4. There are a lot, but we are trying to discuss all of these for us to touch on some that we are hearing or we've been writing or reading from newspapers or even on books or even on Facebook or blogs. Yeah? So for our example, we have he is among the students. So when we say among the students, you are part of the group of students. He is among the students. Second example is draw a line across the page. So you know how to draw a line across the page. So you're just going to draw from one end to the other end, which is could be from left to right or right to left. Right? Left. Then she went through the door. She went through the door. So that's going to that direction through the door, but it's spatial because you can't actually go through the door, right? Because it's solid. Unless you are an invisible man who can cross and go through the door. And please mark only within the circle. You remember when you take the national exams that you will have to shade only within the shape? Right? What do you call that? What national exam is that? If you can remind me, because mine is different. And it may reveal my age, and I don't want to reveal my age so much because I'm very young. Just like everyone else on this Facebook and Zoom session. Okay, let's see those answers. L-E-T, N-C, N-CAT, let also. Oh, for teachers, that's let. Okay, entrance exam, NSAT, NTEE. Oh, that NTEE is so old. Okay. So you mark only within the, I don't know if it's a circle or a square, right? With our pencils. NSAT, okay, Tiani, yep. There you go. All right. So we take those exams and please mark only within the circle because if you don't, yep, I know Jay, old curriculum here. NCAI. Is it older than NCEE? Well, I don't know. I have to research. Okay. Thank you very much for giving me those answers. Oh, from Zoom and on Facebook as well. Thank you. All right. Now let me give you some examples on when prepositions for spatial relationships are being used. Here we go. Among the horses, among the crowd, among friends, among yourselves. Yeah, in other words, you're part of it. You are among. Across the field. So you know what a field is, right? Across the page, across the street, across the country. You have any questions on our examples? If you do, let me know. And I know you always let me know because you just type it in and I just give you an answer. And the other two prepositions for spatial relationship, we have through and within. So we have through the window, through him, through the crowd, through the night, through the exam. For our within example, we have within yourself, within the module, within the Philippine area of responsibility, and hopefully we don't get to have another typhoon or any low pressure area. Okay? Within the space and within the school grounds. But lately, no one is in the school grounds, right? Because classes are being held online nowadays. Yeah, anyone here who has children attending online classes? What do you mean? Why some doesn't input a marker word, the text? You only use the article the, Raleigh, if you want to be really specific. And you're going to learn more of that by Friday, which is our topic on articles. Yeah? Okay, Brian's saying through the years, and I'm about to sing the song if you say through the years. Okay, there you go. All right. So, what questions do you have for me on the examples on the prepositions of spatial relationships? If you don't have questions, kindly show me some likes or hearts on Facebook and on Zoom. Yep. And I hope you're still enjoying this lesson. And hopefully I can see more of the hearts and likes there. Thank you. Okay, and I think you're ready. Are you ready for the next event in this session? Wow, the hearts are now comments, not just a floating heart. Okay, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to lead you to this next lesson, which is, okay, practice time, everyone. So, fastest fingers, ready those fast fingers of yours, type in the answer. All right? And all you need to do is type in number 1 and then your answer. Here we go. For prepositions of direction, we are going to use into, onto, toward, or towards. Okay, and here are some of the practice steps. Give me an answer. For number 1, come blank the house. Come blank the house. What is your answer? Type it in right now and send it. And then number 2, collate the answers, please, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, before you send the answer. Okay. Number 2, the cat climbed blank the roof. Okay, everyone has an answer already for number 1. Okay. The answer, most of you gave me an answer into for number 1. How about on Zoom? Can I see answers on Zoom? Okay, most gave me an answer of into. Mayanne, Quincy, Zyril, Phil. Into. Okay, let's check if it's indeed into for number 1. Yep, you are correct. So I'm going to give you a virtual clap, everyone. So the answer for number 1 is into. How about for number 2? Give me the answer. Okay, number 2. Some rec is giving into, Mary, towards, Mark, onto, Brian. Haha, number 2. Noel, into, Rolly, into, Isai, number 2 is onto, towards for Johnny, onto for Gina, Jay, yes, that's your answer? Onto, okay, let's check the answer on Zoom. How are your answers going? Okay, most of you answered onto. Okay, let's check that out. Here we go. Here's the answer. Okay, now there's the reasoning there. Rolly's saying onto because it's a surface. Okay, let's check. Yep, you are all correct if you said your answer is onto because it's a surface. And for number 3, I'm seeing an answer. Some of you are giving me answers like towards for number 3 and onto, still on onto. And on Zoom, what are your answers? Toward for Zoom, number 3. Number 3, toward. Okay, let's check the answer. Here we go. Ready? He kicked the ball, blank the goal. Towards the goal. There you go. The answer is towards the goal. And number 4, kindly show me again your answers for number 4. Number 4, the path leads blank the main road. Number 4, we are at number 4. What are your answers? Number 4, Mayanne onto, Quincy into, Isai into, Rec on toward, Noel onto, Johnny toward. No, that's number 3, right? Okay, into, Teresa to, Gina onto, Moy toward. Okay, let's check the answer. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Here we go. The answer is onto. For whoever got it correctly, here's a virtual applause for all of you. And the last number. What is your answer? Speak clearly, blank the microphone. Speak clearly, blank the microphone. Yep, on Zoom, they're giving me an answer of into. And on Facebook, number 5, you're still at number 4. Number 5, Viola into. Rolly saying towards, Jenny Lee into. Sheila into twice. Marvy into, and on Zoom, we have Adeline into, Quincy, and Zyril. Mayanne also has into. Nadine into. Okay, everyone's giving me an into answer. Let's check the answer right now. Okay, congratulations. You did a great job, guys. Into is the answer. All right, so you're now well versed with the prepositions of direction specific to into, onto, toward, or towards. Okay, now let's move on to prepositions of time. Ready, set. For prepositions of time, we will have to choose from, by, during, or within. Yes, I do understand. Facebook is a bit delayed, right? But anyway, we will still continue with this. Okay, so here are the sentences for your answers. Number it from 1 to 5. Choose from, by, during, and within. Okay, let's get it on with sentence number 1. I will submit the list blank 11 a.m. I will submit the list blank 11 a.m. What is your answer? Okay, Louis gave me bye. Noel, bye. Sheila, bye. Louis, bye. Mary Grace, within. Chenely, bye. Isai, bye. Marisa, bye. Marvy, bye. Okay, everyone's giving me an answer of bye. And the same thing on Zoom. Everyone has bye as their answer. Okay, so I think that is unanimous. Let me show you the answer. Here we go. Congratulations, everyone. You're all correct. I will submit the list by 11 a.m. Okay, let's move on to the second sentence. Robert was sleeping blank the film. Robert was sleeping blank the film. What is your answer for number 2? Number 2. Emily saying during. Noel during. Isai during. Chenely during. Vera. Okay, that's number 1, Vera. Oh, Emily has an answer for number 3 already. Marvy during. And Mark Carlo during. Gina during. And Marissa during. Okay, let's look at Zoom. Okay, everyone gave me a during answer. Okay, and a virtual clap as well. Let me show you the answer now. Correct. You are all correct. If your answer is during. Okay, next sentence. I will stay there, blank, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I will stay there, blank, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. What is your answer? On Zoom, they're very fast. Okay. Just like Zoom, huh? You're really zooming with your answers. So we have Quincy, Zyril, Mayan, Annalyn, Mira. And they have the same answers. Okay, number 3 from Marvy, from Gina, from Marissa, Domeline, from also the answer, Jean, from Sheila Joy, from Alana, from Sunshine, from Sheila Joy, from okay, Alana Trisha, from a lot of Alana Trisha, Enigmatic Baby King, from what a nice name, Enigmatic. Vera, from Irene. Latonia, from okay, and on Zoom they're all from I will stay there. Okay, let's check the answer from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Virtual clap for everyone. Congratulations. Number 4. Let's move on to number 4. The noise seems to be coming from blank the building. The noise seems to be coming from blank the building. Let's move on to sentence number 4. What are your answers? Noel says within. Okay, within. Isai within. Marvy within. JR, your answer is from. Jarrell within. Rhea Chavez within. Teresa Lindayag within. Marissa within. Fiona within. How about on Zoom? Let's look at your answers. Okay. Wow, everyone. Zyril, Quincy, Mayan, Mira, within. Okay, everyone's saying within. So let's look at the answer. If you are all correct, give yourselves a virtual applause or a round of applause. Here we go. It's within. The noise seems to be coming from within the building. And last sentence, class, last sentence. I usually work blank dawn to dusk. I usually work blank dawn to dusk. Well says from. Number 5. We are at number 5. Viola from. Isai from. Raleigh from. Noel Camacho from, Jenny from, Teresa from, Marites Pama from, Marissa from, Jay from, Range of Time. Well, there's a reason. I like that. Teresa from, Aubrey from, Alana Tricia from, Vera from, and on Zoom, Quincy, May, and Zyril Annalyn, they gave an answer of from. So everyone's answer is from, so that is unanimous. It's a from. Congratulations. Amazing. Yep. Fabulous, guys. Fabulous. All right. And last but not least, prepositions of spatial relationships. So we will choose from, among, across, through, and within. I hope everyone is ready. Fastest fingers. Fastest fingers. Now, class, if you got the answer incorrectly, since we're giving you the correct answer, I hope that you will remember and that you will learn from your errors. Okay. Fastest fingers. Ready? On Zoom and on Facebook, here we go. First sentence. The burglar got in blank the window. The burglar got in blank the window. What is your answer? Number one. So Jean is saying clap, clap, clap instead of an emoticon of claps, right? Yeah, congratulations to everyone. It's just to you, Jay. Louis through. Jing, Jing through. Fiona through. Emily Manioza through for number one. Alana through. Louis through. Noel Camacho through. Eastside through. Marissa through. Marvy through. Jenny through. And all the rest, we are at 120 viewers on Facebook right now. And through for Sheila. Jarrell through. Kay through. Ken Bryan through. All right. Yep, and a lot of throughs. And on Zoom, we have a lot, and everyone gave me an answer through. But before I give you the answer, this question I wasn't able to answer. Mayan from Zoom asked, what is dusk? When we say from dawn to dusk. Dusk is evening. You work from morning, dawn to dusk. Did I answer your question, Mayan? On Zoom? Sometimes you say, I work from dawn till dusk. Or, if you are just like vampires, you work from dusk till dawn. For those who are in the GY or graveyard shift, dusk till dawn. Good evening. Dusk is eve. There you go. All right. Thank you very much for supplying the answer, Ollie. Very good. Okay, so for number one, the answer is through. Very good, very good. It's through. And number two, there is discontent blank the farming industry. There is discontent blank the farming industry. Yeah. um, so you're asking me if it's among, Jay? Let's see. Archie's answer is among, but Jay is a question mark. Are you not sure about your answer? Fiona across mark, that's among. Jing Jing within. Alana among. Johnny among. Teresa among. Marissa among with a question mark. You're not sure? Jenny among. Dalmeline among. Rhea Chavez across. Sheila Joy among. Mark across. Sheila among. Okay, and on Zoom, most of them gave an answer of among. So let's check that. Is discontent blank the farming industry. Surprise! Within is the answer. Within. Not among. Because when you say among, you're part of the group. But when we say there is discontent, it's happening inside. So it's within. That's your final answer, among, but the answer is within. There you go. Take note of that sentence. All right? What an emoticon that is. Yay. I think there's a handful who got the answer correctly. Within. Confused? Don't be. OMG. All right. So do you have any questions on that sentence? Or we're moving on to sentence number 3. Number 3. He hit him blank the face. He hit him blank the face. It might flood with your tears. Bella says in. In is not a choice here. Bella, please choose from, among, across, through, and within. So Noel says across, Emily through. Okay, across, Jenny Lee through. My through, Marielle through. Through. Marita says across. Okay, Johnny through, Kylie across, Teresa across, Vera across, Sheila Joy across, Geraldine through. Okay, we have variety of answers now. And on Zoom, Quincy across and Mayan, and then Annalene, Mira, and Zyril through. All right, the answer is not unanimous this time. All right. Let's see why. What is the answer this time? Why isn't it through? Okay. The answer is across. The answer is across. The reason being, remember, he hit him across the face. Across is used on or over a part of the body. So you cannot hit him through the face. It won't go through, right? It's still solid. There's a skull there. So across the face. It's a part of the body. Got it? From left to right, an upper hook. Okay, so I hope you got that clearly. And number 4, he was blank the last to leave. Give me an answer. He was blank the last to leave. What is the answer? For sentence number 4. Isai says, and Jing among, and Noel also among, Marby among. And on Zoom, Jenny gave an answer of among. Zoom, everyone else gave among as an answer. Lovely among. Marissa, no answer yet. Harriet among. Vera, Sastre among. Jarrell among. Okay. I think most of you are giving me among as an answer. Let's look at the answer. Okay, there's one answer that says through, but that's number 3, right, for you? Kylie among, Rhea among, and the answer is, if you got this correctly, congratulations, it is among. Very good. Virtual applause for everyone. And last but not least, I drew a line, blank the page. I drew a line, blank the page. What should be the preposition there? Sheila, across. For number 5. For number 5, Jenny across Emily through Teresa, across Marvy, across Noel, across Vera through Jaynard, among Marissa, across Lovely through Christina, among Jaynard. It's part of the page. So, if it's part of the page, what should be the answer? Harriet and Irene across, Kimberly and Jean across, and on Zoom, all of the ladies here answered across, and in the virtual applause, let me show you the answer. Are you ready? And someone gave me an answer of within. Why within? Across. I drew a line. Across the page is the answer. Across. Across. Alright? Because it is on the other side of something, either coming from left to right. So it should be across. Okay, so I hope you've learned a lot for tonight on the prepositions of time, direction, and spatial relationships, and that you'll be using this correctly in all of your sentences whenever you speak in English, because remember, that's why you're here, because you wanted to improve your communication skills, right? So if I'm correct on that purpose, kindly show me some likes and hearts on Facebook and on Zoom. You did great, everyone, for giving me an answer. Now, don't fret if in case you gave an incorrect one. That's why we're here. You can always attend this lesson in a matter of 3 weeks after this week. Yeah? And thank you that you've learned a lot. So let's try again for the first exercise earlier. The red ball is bouncing into the blue box because it's going inside the blue box. Yeah? I drew a line across the page, and she had promised to be back by 5 o'clock. Thank you very much for all those likes and hearts. So, on behalf of Teleperformance, if you don't have any questions, I would like to thank you for participating in this session of English Communication Webinar Series, and for our supporters on Facebook and on Zoom, Paul and